Namaste. Tell me if this sounds like your life. It is 3 a.m., the whole house is sleeping peacefully. Your wife is sleeping, your grandchildren are sleeping. But you are awake. You are standing in the bathroom, waiting, frustrated, tired. You ask yourself, why? I stopped drinking water at 7 p.m. I skipped my evening chai. I did everything Dr. Vikram said, so why is my bladder still full? My brothers, I hear this complaint every single day in my clinic. And today, I am going to tell you a secret that most doctors forget to mention. The reason you are waking up is not just your prostate. It is not just your bladder. The culprit is your legs. Yes, you heard me right. The fluid that wakes you up at night is hiding in your ankles and calves during the day. Today I will teach you the gravity trick. I will show you how to drain this fluid before you get into bed so your kidneys can finally rest. This is the missing link for every Indian man over 50. Let's solve this puzzle together. To understand this cure, you need to understand gravity. We Indians work hard, but often our work involves sitting or standing for long hours. Maybe you sit at a desk in the bank, maybe you stand behind a counter in your shop, or maybe you just sit on the sofa watching the news. While you are upright, gravity is pulling fluids down. Your blood, your lymph, the water you drink, it all slowly seeps into the tissues of your lower legs. It acts like a sponge. Have you ever noticed that your socks leave a deep mark on your ankles in the evening, or your shoes feel tighter at night than in the morning? That is edema, or water retention. Now here's the tragedy. At 10 p.m., you lie down to sleep. Your body becomes horizontal. Suddenly, gravity is gone. All that fluid trapped in your legs, maybe 500 ml or even 1 liter, starts to flow back towards your heart. Your kidneys sense this flood of water and say, oh, too much liquid, we must filter it out. So while you are trying to dream, your kidneys are working overtime to turn that leg fluid into urine. 1 hour later, boom, your bladder is full, you wake up. It wasn't the water you drank at dinner, it was the water stored in your legs from the morning. So we have fluid in the legs, but why is it there? Gravity is one reason, but the bigger reason is found in our Indian kitchen. It is salt, sodium. We Indians have a love affair with salt. We don't just put it in the curry, we add it everywhere. And salt acts like a magnet for water. 1 gram of salt can hold on to 200 ml of water in your body. You might say, Doctor, I have reduced salt in my dal. Good, but are you eating achar, pickles? 1 spoon of mango pickle has enough salt to make you retain water for 2 days. Are you eating papad with your lunch? Papad is basically dried salt. Are you snacking on bhujia or namkeen with your tea? Every time you eat these salty foods, your body holds on to water like a camel in the desert. And when does it release it? At 3 a.m. I want to do a kitchen audit right now. Think about your lunch and dinner today. Did you have achar? Did you have papad? Or maybe some packaged chips? Be honest. Type achar or papad in the comments if you love them. I love them too, but they are the enemies of our sleep. So, does this mean you have to stop eating everything tasty? No. Does this mean you can never sit down? No. It means we need a strategy. We need to help the body drain this fluid before you sleep, not while you sleep. I have developed a 3-step bedtime protocol specifically for the Indian lifestyle. It combines simple physical therapy with the wisdom of yoga. The pump, activating the second heart, calves. The drain, using gravity to our advantage, Viparita Karani. The release, double voiding. In the next part, I am going to teach you the exercises. You don't need a gym. You can do them right on your bed or while watching TV. If you have stiff knees or back pain, don't worry. I have modified these exercises for you. Are you ready to empty your legs so you can empty your bladder? The second heart concept. Welcome back. We know the enemy is the fluid trapped in your legs. Now let's talk about the weapon. Did you know you have two hearts? The first one is in your chest, it pumps blood down. The second one is in your legs, specifically your calf muscles, pindali. Its job is to pump blood and fluid up against gravity. But here's the problem. As we get older, we stop walking, we sit. When you sit, the second heart stops beating. The pump shuts down, the fluid gets stuck. Tonight, I am going to teach you how to restart that pump. You do not need to go to the gym. You do not need to wear a tracksuit. You can do this in your pajamas, kurta pajama. Here's my 3-step draining protocol. Important rule. Do this routine 45 minutes before you go to sleep. Why? Because we want the fluid to drain into your bladder while you are still awake, so you can pee it out before you hit the pillow. Step 1. The calf pump. Step 1 is called the activation. We need to wake up the muscles. Find a sturdy chair or hold on to the kitchen counter or the wall. Safety first. Stand straight. Now slowly lift your heels off the ground as high as you can. Stand on your toes. Feel the squeeze in the back of your legs? That squeeze is literally squeezing the sponge, pushing the water up. Hold for 1 second at the top, then lower your heels slowly until they touch the floor. Do this 20 times. Up, squeeze, down. Up, squeeze, down. You can do this while you are brushing your teeth at night or while you are waiting for your milk to boil. It takes 1 minute, but this simple motion signals your body time to move the liquid. Step 2. Viparita karni, leg elevation. Now, step 2 is the most powerful technique. In yoga, the ancient rishis called this Viparita karni. In modern medicine, we call it elevation therapy. It simply means getting your feet higher than your heart. When you do this, you turn gravity from an enemy into a friend. Gravity will pull that 500 ml of water out of your ankles and send it straight to your kidneys. How to do it correctly? The lazy way. Lie down on your bed or on a yoga mat near a wall. Shimmy your hips close to the wall. Put your legs straight up the wall. Relax.
But doctor, my knees hurt. My hamstrings are tight.
I hear you. If you have stiff knees or back pain, do not force your legs straight. Modification: put a pillow under your hips for support. Keep your knees slightly bent. Or, instead of a wall, just put 2-3 thick pillows under your calves while you lie in bed. The goal is just to have your feet higher than your nose. Stay in this position for 15 to 20 minutes. This is not exercise. This is relaxation. Read a book, listen to old songs, Kishore Kumar. Talk to your wife. Just let gravity do the work. I know many of you have knee pain, ghutno ka dard, or back stiffness. Does the idea of putting legs up the wall scare you? Be honest. Type stiff knees if you are worried about flexibility. If I see many comments, I will make a separate video on seated chair exercises for the prostate. Step 3. The lymphatic shake. After 15 minutes, the fluid has moved. Now, we need to finish the job. Step 3 is the shake. While your legs are still elevated or resting on pillows, I want you to gently shake your legs. Wiggle your toes, rotate your ankles, shake your calves like they are made of jelly. Do this for 1 minute. This vibration helps the lymphatic system, the sewage pipes of the body, to clear out any remaining toxins and stagnant fluid. It feels very relaxing. It relieves the heaviness you feel after a long day of standing. Please listen to this part carefully. Timing is key. Do not do this routine and then immediately fall asleep. If you do legs up the wall and fall asleep instantly, that water will fill your bladder while you're sleeping and you will wake up in 1 hour. That defeats the purpose. Here is the perfect schedule. 9 p.m., do the calf pumps and legs up the wall while reading or relaxing. 9:20 minutes, stand up, walk around the house for 5 minutes. This helps the fluid settle into the bladder. 9:30 p.m., you will feel a strong urge to pee. Go, empty the bladder completely. 10 p.m., now go to sleep with dry legs and an empty bladder. You are basically pre-draining the tank before the night shift begins. Before we move to the diet section, I must give a medical warning. For 95% of men, this routine is a miracle. However, if you have congestive heart failure (CHF) or severe kidney failure, please consult your cardiologist before doing the legs up move. Because for heart patients, rushing too much fluid back to the heart quickly can be overwhelming. Start slowly with just pillows under the legs, not the full wall position. Listen to your body. So, we have drained your legs mechanically. Now, let's drain them chemically. You remember I told you that salt, sodium, is a sponge. It holds on to water. So how do we squeeze the sponge? Nature has given us a counteragent. It is called potassium. Think of your body like a seesaw. On one side is sodium, salt. It pulls water in. On the other side is potassium. It pushes water out.
The problem with the modern Indian diet is that the seesaw is broken. We eat 5 times more salt than we need and only half the potassium we need. We eat achar, papad, namkeen, high salt. But we don't eat enough greens, fruits and raw vegetables, high potassium. So your body is constantly in hoarding mode. It holds on to every drop of water because the sodium is winning. To fix your nighttime peeing, we don't need expensive medicine. We just need to balance the seesaw. We need to flood your body with potassium. The banana fear and the truth. Now when I say potassium, the first food everyone thinks of is the banana, Kela. But immediately I hear my diabetic patient screaming, "Doctor, no, sugar, I have diabetes." Let's clear this myth once and for all. Yes, bananas have natural sugar, but they are also one of the cheapest, most powerful sources of potassium on earth. One banana has 400 milligrams of potassium. Potassium is essential for your heart, your muscles, and yes, for balancing fluids. My advice, if you are not diabetic, eat one banana every day in the afternoon. It is the perfect snack to help your body release water before evening. If you are diabetic, you don't have to fear fruit completely, but be careful. Instead of bananas, focus on guava, that is amrut, or papaya. They are high in potassium but lower in sugar. But please, stop fearing natural fruit while you're still eating biscuits with your tea. The biscuit is far worse for your sugar than the banana. The Indian superfood, coconut water. If you don't like bananas, I have something even better. Something that is pure magic for your kidneys. Nariyal Pani, that is coconut water. Coconut water is not just water, it is an electrolyte bomb. It is packed with potassium. When you drink coconut water, it acts as a natural diuretic. It tells your kidneys it is safe to let go of the excess salt. But timing is everything. I see people drinking coconut water at 6 p.m. while walking in the park. Stop. If you drink it in the evening, you'll pee all night because it is so effective. The golden rule. Drink your coconut water before 12 p.m., noon. Drink it in the morning. It will hydrate you, give you energy, and help flush out the salt from yesterday's dinner. By nightfall, your bladder will be calm. The anti-gravity dinner. Now let's talk about the most critical meal of the day, dinner. In India, dinner is our biggest meal. We eat late, 9 p.m., 10 p.m. We eat heavy curries. We eat pickles. This is a recipe for disaster. If you want to sleep through the night, you must adopt the anti-gravity rules. Rule 1, the no salt shaker rule. Never ever add raw salt to your salad or curd at night. Cooked salt is bad enough. Raw salt is a poison for fluid retention. And absolutely no achar or pickles at night. Keep them for lunch if you must. Rule 2. Eat potassium-rich veggies. What should you eat? Spinach, that is palak, cooked palak is full of potassium. Lentils, dal, moong dal is excellent, easy to digest and helps balance fluids. Bottle gourd, that is Lauki, is the best vegetable for the bladder. It is cooling and diuretic. And rule 3, finish by 7:30 p.m. I know this is hard in our culture, but if you eat at 9:30 p.m. and sleep at 10:30 p.m., your body is busy digesting heavy food and processing salt while you sleep. Eat early. Give your body 3 hours to process the food and the salt before you lie down. I want to challenge you on the timing. What time do you usually eat dinner? Is it 7 p.m., 8 p.m., or are you a late night eater at 10 p.m.? Type your dinner time in the comments. Be honest, I won't judge, but your bladder might. The yogurt paradox. One last food item, dahi, that is yogurt or curd. Many older men ask me, Doctor, does curd create mucus, that is kapha, and should I avoid it at night? According to Ayurveda, sour curd can increase inflammation at night. However, sweet, fresh curd is a good source of probiotics and potassium. My suggestion, eat your dahi at lunch, not dinner. At lunch, sprinkle it with roasted cumin powder, that is jeera, not salt. Jeera is fantastic for the urinary tract. It reduces inflammation and helps with flow. So dahi plus jeera at lunch is medicine. Dahi at night is a risk. So we have the complete picture. Mechanical, use gravity to drain the fluid. Chemical, use potassium to flush out the salt. Dietary, stop the salt intake at night. If you combine these two strategies, mechanical and chemical, you will drastically reduce the amount of urine your kidneys produce at night. Instead of 1 liter, maybe they produce only 200 milliliters. And 200 milliliters, your bladder can hold that easily. You will sleep like a baby. But there is one final piece of the puzzle. Even if you reduce the urine, what if your bladder thinks it is full when it is not? What if you go to the bathroom, pee, but 10 minutes later you feel like going again? This is called incomplete emptying.
In the final part of this video, I will teach you the double voiding technique. It is a simple bathroom habit that squeezes the last drop out of the bladder, giving you maximum time before the next urge. And I will also share the link to my next video that fixes the root cause, the prostate itself. We have drained the legs. We have balanced the salt. The urine has arrived in your bladder. Now, the final act, getting it out. Most men make a classic mistake. They rush. You stand there, you release the stream, and the moment it stops, you zip up and walk away. You think, I am empty. Medical fact, you are not empty. As we age, the bladder muscle, the detrusor, gets weaker. It's like an old balloon that has lost its snap. It doesn't squeeze out everything in one go. Often, 50 ml to 100 ml of urine stays behind. This is called PVR, post-void residual. And guess what? 20 minutes later, that 50 ml irritates your nerves and you feel like going again. So tonight, I want you to learn the double voiding ritual, the bathroom ritual. Here is exactly what you do before getting into bed. Step 1. The primary void. Go to the toilet, pee normally, don't push, just let it flow. Step 2. The distraction, the pause. Don't zip up yet. Move over to the sink, brush your teeth, wash your face, look in the mirror. Give your bladder 60 seconds to recover. During this pause, the urine hiding in the folds of your bladder trickles down to the bottom. Step 3. The secondary void. Now, go back to the toilet, and here's the secret. Sit down. Yes, even if you're a man, sit down. When you stand, your pelvic muscles are tense to keep you upright. When you sit, they relax. Lean forward slightly, shake your hips a little, and try to pee again. You will be shocked. Usually, another stream comes out. That final ounce is the difference between sleeping 3 hours or sleeping 6 hours. A real life story. The stubborn Mr. Sharma. Now, I know some of you are thinking that, Doctor, this sounds too simple. Will it really work for me? Let me tell you about a patient of mine. Let's call him Mr. Sharma. Mr. Sharma is 68 years old, a retired bank manager. He came to me very angry. He said, Doctor, your medicines are useless. I am waking up 4 times every night. I am tired. I looked at his ankles. They were swollen. I asked him about his diet. He said, I eat very healthy. Roti, dal, sabzi. I asked, any pickles? He smiled guiltily, just a little achar with every meal, and maybe some papad. And what did he do in the evening? He watched TV news for 3 hours, sitting in his favorite chair, legs down. I told him, Mr. Sharma, I am not giving you a new pill. I am giving you a task. Throw the achar in the trash or give it to the neighbors. Put your legs up on the wall while watching the news. He laughed. He said, legs on the wall, I will look ridiculous. But he was desperate, so he agreed to try it for 7 days. The transformation. 1 week later, Mr. Sharma came back. He looked different. His eyes were bright. He said, "Doctor, it is a miracle." The first night, nothing happened. The second night, he woke up 3 times. But by the fifth night, he woke up only once. He slept for 6 hours straight. He said he hadn't done that in 20 years. What changed? Did his prostate shrink in 5 days? No. Did his bladder get bigger? No. He simply stopped loading the gun with salt water and emptied the bullets before bed. You are no different from Mr. Sharma. The biology is the same. The only question is, are you willing to be disciplined? I want to ask you, are you a Mr. Sharma? Are you skeptical but desperate for sleep? If you are ready to prove me right or wrong, type "I will try" in the comments. Be the hero of your own story. Before we summarize, I need to be a strict doctor for 1 minute. Swollen legs are usually just gravity and salt, but sometimes they are a red flag for something much more serious: heart failure or kidney failure. How do you know the difference? I want you to do the thumb test, the pitting edema test right now. Sit down, press your thumb firmly into the skin just above your ankle bone. Hold it for 5 seconds, press hard, let go. The verdict: normal, the skin bounces back instantly. Warning: if you see a pit, a dent that stays there for 3, 4 or 5 seconds, that means your body is retaining massive amounts of fluid because your heart or kidneys are struggling. If you have this dent, please do not just drink coconut water. Go to your cardiologist. Get an echo. This video helps with symptoms, but your doctor must treat the root cause.
The 3 pillars strategy recap. For the rest of us, 90% of men, here is your battle plan to reclaim your sleep. Memorize this 3-pillar strategy. Pillar 1. Diet, the chemistry. Stop. No achar, no papad, no raw salt at dinner. Start. Eat potassium-rich foods, banana or coconut water before noon. Eat lauki or dal for dinner. Timing. Finish dinner by 7:30 p.m. Pillar 2. Draining, the mechanics. 9 p.m. do the calf pumps 20 times. 9:05 p.m. legs up the wall or Viparita Karani for 15 minutes. Let gravity work. 9:20 p.m. walk around to settle the fluid. 9:30 p.m. the double void. Pee once, brush your teeth, then sit down and pee again. 10 p.m. sleep. If you follow this for just 3 days, I promise you, the flood at 3 a.m. will stop. You will wake up perhaps once or maybe not at all. My friends, today we fixed the water volume. We reduced the amount of liquid attacking your bladder. But we still have one problem left: the pipe itself. If your prostate is enlarged, it is squeezing your urethra shut. Even if you have 50 ml of urine, an enlarged prostate makes it difficult to push it out. You have to strain. The flow is weak. It drips. So reducing fluid is step 1. Shrinking the prostate is step 2. How do we shrink the gland naturally? Is there a way to dissolve the internal swelling without surgery? Yes, and the answer lies in a specific oil and a specific massage. I have created a complete guide on castor oil for prostate. It works while you sleep to reduce inflammation from the outside in. Click the video on your screen right now. Do not stop halfway. Let's fix the pipe so you can flow freely again. I am Dr. Vikram Mehta. May your legs be light and your sleep be deep. Namaste.